Hello guys and welcome back to the Habsburg Empire. When we left off we were just, breaking up our friendship with Switzerland, which was such a great friendship. We fought many wars together. It was excellent. And to you guys who look forward to watching this series upload every day, sorry about yesterday. I missed the upload slot. I set some Blackfire to upload and I went out and I never came back and I just missed it. But here I am. I'm recording it today and we're about to start a war with Switzerland. We have all of our divisions all around and ready. I've buffed up. I know I've got anti-tank now. I've got some other gear and I have buffed up our tank divisions a bit. I don't know if I did that on camera or not. I do have the tanks for another slot, but we're not worried about that yet. First, you want to get into the war. Yeah, so the border here is very, very well defended. We do still have people planning. That's because I've only just put them over. But we'll see what we can do here. It has happened. Swiss. Rightful land of the Habsburg Empire. Potential enemies, Switzerland. Yes, I think that's about right. And yeah, so Habsburg Empire goes to war. The war here has started, and I will not make the mistake I made earlier. I will enact a manpower law, extensive conscription. Training time will go up. Factory output will go to +5 instead of +10, but we'll have a heck more men. 218,000 extra to put on the battlefield, and we'll start by training some of them here. I don't know how much gear we have. 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, we have enough for 6. We'll keep these guys for some spare gear, and we'll have these for just train. They can come out at some point. We'll get them to go over in Vienna. We'll give them this here, and we'll just leave them to it. We'll actually ensure that the armaments, if that's the right word I'm using, go to the front line first. I'll put this tick here, and I have done fortification levels along here. We've got level 4 here, and level 2 on the other spots, but level 4 here because I saw if this one here falls, all the guys over here are cut off. So I put an extra little bit of supply there. So we're going to kick off this this war. But I think how are we going to do it? We're going to start by sending in the ad block users over to St. Gallen just to see exactly how strong the defense is. And I think the ad block users are the finest people we should be sending into the into battle at first. In fact, we'll send them over. We'll send them over here into this mountain region instead. Right. The Swiss have fallen for my trick, and they are attacking into us. I mean, falling for my trick. I built fortifications. That's not really a trick, but the Swiss are falling for it, and they are attacking in. Now, the ad block users here are having a bit of an issue getting into that mountain, but it does act as a sort of deterrent. So what we'll do is we'll. But are these men here fighting? I was going to select this here group, and I was going to send them into St. Gallen. We'll see what happens when the time comes. Now it appears we are only defending here. Not sure why that is, but we'll march some men over there to reinforce it, to ensure its safety. I'm sure this will go very well. We'll keep the speed relatively slow. This is an important thing. It's been a few days of war so far. We have lost 0 men on either side apparently, but you can never guarantee. I'm sure the ad block users have dwindled in number a fair bit. Yes, they've lost a good 180 men. So it's not... Here we go. We are marching into St. Gallen now. We have sent our enemies packing, it would seem. They do not stand a chance, apparently. We'll then march our tanks straight forward into Zurich. I'm sure this will go extravagantly well. if it ever were to come off. We'll keep the ad block users marching in here to keep these forces distracted. Right, it looks like the plan here as well. We are engaging their tanks, but we do have anti-tank weaponry on our forces. It looks like this group here is now weaker. We'll attack into these mountains here with this flank. St. Gallen has been taken, but we are losing it. Only the tanks have arrived so far. They are very defensive. I'm sure they will hold until others arrive. I'm sure they will. We'll keep one of you here. We'll keep the Vienna Vikings here just to ensure there's somebody right there. And we'll attempt to flank onto this area here with these men. Just need to wait there. We'll have a look at the war so far. We've lost 808 men, but we have killed 5,000 Swiss, which is very good for an offensive war. Very darn good for an offensive war. We'll kick up the speed a little tiny bit. St. Gallen is now protected. Excellent. Excellent. St. Gallen has well and truly been conquered, it would seem. Okay, I see. I see how this goes. So there's no one here because there's no border there. The provinces here link up. We are attacking to Zurich and we are losing. Only attacking with the Orban Honor Guard. How are we doing with tanks? We do still have plenty in the bank here, which is nice, but we'll call them off for now. Right. What we'll do is we'll attack. It is an urban area. Christian here is in command of the tanks. He is a panzer leader. Right. We'll get Christian and his forces to rally up over here a bit more where we want them, in St. Gallen. We'll get Christian forces to arrive in St. Gallen. We'll use them to march into Zurich. When they all arrive, when everybody's there, we'll have a look at that. But it looks like we're about to take over this mountain. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like they've got some tanks there, which are obviously going to be a bit better. Right, so wait for these guys to leave, and then we'll enact Christian's plan to take over Zurich. The fight for Zurich, I'm sure, will be very, very bloody. But I'm also sure we'll get through it. Excellent. Enact your plan, Christian. Excellent. He is he's winning the Battle of Zurich with his tanks and his military infantry. Excellent. Zurich has been overwhelmed. We'll have the Tyrol Terminators here march into this area to keep them occupied, and Zurich has fallen. 13,000 Swiss have lost their lives, whereas 2,800 Austrians have lost. We still haven't taken Bern or Basel or Winterthur. I think we'll continue fighting over this hill here. We don't want to get the line too wide. Don't want to get the front line too wide. Lucky enough, these tanks are able to defend the line until reinforcements arrive from the rest of Christian's force. Excellent. We'll continue using Christian to get into these places here. We'll give him with Christian a plan here to take Basel and Winterthur. He can work on that plan. With his forces. Where's his... Oh, his 5th Division is obviously these guys. Yes, that's not very good. Get over there. Okay, we'll stop attacking this hill, as that is obviously losing us a fair few men. Alright. Be useful if we could cut off some people. Right, what have we got? Pizza here to launch an attack through the centre. We'll send the Tyrol Terminators and the Habsburg Royal Militia into here. We'll send in the Klagenfurt Führers from this flank and the Varos Invaders from Varos. We'll attack it from all sides. In fact, we'll try to overwhelm it. We'll send in everyone. We'll send everyone on this sort of plan here. We want to try and take that over. But we'll leave one extra guy behind. We do need to protect our flanks. Okay, Christian. Let's see how you do. Not very good. Cancel it. Go just for Winterthur. Excellent, and leave some men in Zurich just in case the worst happens. The tanks will march over there very fast. Excellent. We'll go for a straight attack into Bern with the tanks here. We'll see how they do. We'll use the Wells Warriors here to try and hold off their tank regiment. Excellent. Bern has fallen, but we do need to get our forces back together a bit here. We are a bit overwhelmed. We could try and risk sending our tanks even further. We could go into Lausanne here and then into Geneva, while waiting for the infantry to finish taking over all of the positions. I'll hold you guys back. You don't need to be doing that anymore. There is a big risk of these guys being cut off. A huge risk. The risk diminishes quite a lot if we cut off Basel and force the surrender of the Swiss people. If we force their surrender, we'll no longer need to worry. Excellent, so we can maybe take over Basel here with the tanks if we get in fast enough. Just the defensive force there. The Swiss are still managing their defences. They have not yet moved into our occupied territory, which I'm sure for them is not the best move. Continue to put on pressure into Basel, try to squeeze the throat and move in to force a surrender of the Swiss military. Excellent. We win the Switzerland War. We would only have lost 4,000 men, or 4,730. We did kill 30,000 Swiss soldiers, or killed and captured. So we did capture a fair few. Excellent. Switzerland has capitulated. We've gained some gear from their stockpile. Excellent. Excellent. A lot of infantry equipment and artillery, some motorized, mechanized, some tanks it looks like as well, unless I built all of them. Excellent. We do have some extra factories as well. We'll wait for the peace deal to be over here. Excellent. So, how do we deal with this? Looks like they are a bit... Right, we'll take this here land, and we'll make Geneva a junior partner in our empire. Okay, that didn't work. I thought if I kept them alive, their army would remain as a guy here. But we do have the Kingdom of Switzerland as a junior partner to create a faction with, if we get the national spirit to do so. And we also have these extra factories. Terrific. Where do we want to plant them? The Air Force, I think, is strong enough as it is. Yes, the Air Force is strong enough. Tanks, I think we do want to be stronger on the tank front, which also means we need to supporting mechanized. So I'll put an extra factory there. For the rest, I'll put another one on rifles for now. What else could we add here? Light tanks, not really interested. Support equipment, motorized, light, anti-air. We'll do some slight anti-air here. We do lack a lot of resources, but as for this, we do want to be able to do a faction. International alliances. We'll go through this to create officially our empire. Next, we do another. Okay, we'll do another tank factory. So we do lack oil and uranium and chromium. I will trade for each of these resources. Oil, we'll trade with a non-NATO nation. We'll trade with Russia for oil. With aluminium, we'll trade with Russia. And with chromium, we'll trade with We'll trade with Kazakhstan, but we'll only do one load. Excellent. Excellent. That'll help a lot of our resources here. And we will edit our divisions. I'm sure these guys here can take some more stuff. Some anti-tank, perhaps. Hard attack, piercing, anti-air, field hospitals. We'll give them anti-tank. We'll give them anti-air. We'll also give them an artillery division. That requires them to have 60 artillery each. We have a lot of artillery. We'll give them 2 artillery here, which will really buff up their stats. That will really buff up their stats. The Jaga Brigades. So we'll get them there. We'll get them to train. So we do lack anti-air and anti-tank, but we'll sort that out. So we still have a lot of artillery. Excellent. So we'll also have a look at our panzer divisions here. We'll give them another modern tank. Give them another extra bit of force. Make them Terminator divisions. Excellent. Excellent. We'll attempt to build another. We only lack 16 main battle tanks here. Obviously we'll want more later, but we'll do one at a time. Let's do it like this. We'll try and get a few. Obviously we need to sort out the army here. We'll have the tank division stay with Christian, but the rest of the men we'll put under here, under the 17. We'll then give them their 4, that equals 21, 22, 23, 24. We'll give them their 24 divisions. And we'll make him guard all of our lands, our entire empire. Is there no Vaduz? Is Vaduz no longer an option? Yes, who gives a fuck about Vaduz? So we'll get him to do that with the entire army, which will work. And if you want to name any of these other divisions coming out, let me know in the comments section, and I'll try to remember them. In fact, we don't want pizza. We could give it back to Ofmar. Reinforcement and entrenchment. Out of supply. Reconnaissance, attack. We'll give it to him. He is the main man here. We'll give him the command of the army. As for you, Christian, we'll get you and your tanks to ensure Geneva's loyalty. Yes. You guys can come out wherever you want. And again, you'll be joining Christian. Excellent, excellent. Well, that, I guess, will do for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. When you come back, we'll create our faction. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.